I'm John Bennett, Roll Call's White House correspondent. 3 things to look for over the next week or two. Number 1 will be German Chancellor Angela Merkel visiting the White House on Friday. Sean Spicer said recently that Trump wants to ask Merkel what it's like to work with Russian President Vladimir Putin. He wants some tips from Merkel. This is someone, though, that candidate Trump especially, was very critical of. Obama came to be very close and to depend a lot on Chancellor Merkel. It will be interesting to see if Trump begins to realize that and how his attitude and his rhetoric about the German Chancellor maybe changes a little bit from the campaign trail. That's something to watch on Friday. Number 2, next week the health care bill hits the House floor, and we expect there to be plenty of amendments. Chairman of the Budget Committee, Diane Black, on Thursday urged her Republican members, to vote for the bill in committee, allow it to get to the floor so everyone, as she said, can continue to push for changes. This is a big moment for Donald Trump. He and his top aides have said he is the deal maker in chief. He now has to essentially broker a deal in the next few weeks between House conservatives and Senate Republicans. And Senate Republicans have been very critical of this bill. They've been very leery of how quickly House Republican leaders in Trump White House have moved it. They are not sold on its contents, things like its Medicaid provisions. And so now we're going to find out if Trump really is the deal maker in chief and whether his approach applies to Washington or not. And number 3, what evidence will the president and the White House present in the next few weeks to support his wiretapping claims that former President Obama somehow surveilled Trump Tower during the campaign? Trump, with those infamous tweets, accused the then president of tapping his phones. This week, however, the White House began to do a little dance, saying that what the president meant was not strictly phone surveillance. As we all know, there are many other ways that law enforcement and intelligence agencies can keep an eye on any of us. And now Trump and the White House are saying they will have some kind of information for lawmakers and maybe even the public in the next few weeks, showing something that the Obama administration did in relation to the Trump campaign and Trump Tower. This is very murky ground for this president and his team. Republican lawmakers are getting frustrated about all of this. They are losing their patience. The Trump administration has now put itself in a position where they have to show something, or given the healthcare situation and now the wiretapping situation, he is not quite in danger of losing his caucus, but this is what we all thought might happen. And the next 2 weeks will really tell the tale here of whether Trump can hold his own party intact.